morning, everyone, and welcome to 15 Minutes with Lori. You might be wondering why I have lays on and why I have beach balls in the background, right? So just as a reminder, tomorrow we are having a luau here right after our 3 o'clock meeting. It's going to be just a quick office meeting, and then we're going to have some fun. So hope all of you can join us. It's going to be a good time. So moving on, and today what we're going to talk about are listings, of course, as that has been kind of the name of the game lately that in our discussions. So I do want to talk about after you have spoken with the seller initially, let's say over the phone, you want to probably send them some type of a listing packet, a pre-listing packet. You know, timing is going to make a big difference, whether or not you have days or even hours. Hours, you'll just have to bring it with you when you go to the listing consultation. But in the pre-listing packet, prior to your meeting, you want to put some type of an introduction letter, including confirmation of the meeting, a marketing plan. We talked about the marketing last week in our 15 Minutes with Lori, and that is a very powerful piece. There's one more thing I want to talk to you about this morning, but we'll get back to that, okay? And that has to do with branding and marketing. Your resume. Why not? I mean, you're applying for the job, right? You're applying with the seller. Although we've talked about it before, when you go into a listing consultation, you're going in to see if you want the listing, not to see if you can get the listing. And that will show the confidence that you have, because you don't want every listing. If the seller's needs are different than what the market will allow, it's probably not worth it, okay? Because your sign's going to sit in the yard and it's going to, it's going to be there over and over. The grass is going to grow up on it. It could fade in the sun. So it's important to make sure that whenever the seller prices the home, it's within the market value that it will allow, okay? Sample of the listing agreement. Did you know that in our .loop system, under the under the sample forms, we have a copy of the listing agreement with sample stamped across it. You can put that in your pre-listing packet so they can review it prior to you meeting with them. But never share any of the contracts with any consumer, because these are written by attorneys for realtors and realtors only. So make sure that you choose the one that has sample in the sample forms in .loop, okay? So then also send it via delivery prior to the appointment. Either you can deliver it yourself or have a courier send it over. Obviously the mail is no good because timing is everything, right? So time is of the essence and you don't want it to wait too long, okay? Any questions about that pre-listing packet? All right, I've got some exciting things to show you here. So in MoxiPresent, when you go into Desk and you go into MoxiWorks, in MoxiPresent, you have the ability to create a book for the seller that you can pre-print and give to them so they can read through it. It's all about how we market things different, the exposure that we have out there, and how it gives them tips and everything about how to put their home on the market. So there's a lot of great stuff here. You can either send this to them via email, web view, so it's pretty powerful, or you can print it out and give it to them, or courier it over, have it delivered. But this is a really nice presentation for you to give to them. Obviously, photography is so important, and we've talked about that, professional photography. There's also a way to do the 360, but you'd have to talk to your photographer in order to do that, but it's pretty neat. Buyers love it. There is, information in here about where buyers are coming from, and we know buyers are looking online. There's probably maybe a 1% out there who doesn't, but that's just so slim. So we've got to make sure that our presence is good online. We expand our audience by marketing it. Coldwell Banker is certainly been known for 118 years. We're global, we're very known, we're recognizable. So it's very important. Each of you have your own website. And so it's important to make sure that the seller knows that. We get it out on social media all over the place. So this is, and I'm not going to go through every page here, but what an incredible piece to be able to send to your sellers, and it shows that you know what you're doing, right? And that will give you the confidence, and then it will help them make that decision on who they're going to choose to list their property with. And obviously it would be you. So any questions on how to obtain this marketing book for your sellers?
I just wanted to know how you got there again. I didn't see that.
Yeah. So when you go into desk, you're going to go to MoxiWorks. When you're in MoxiWorks, you're going to click on Present in the top left corner. And then once you're in there, you're going to create, and you're going to go to that seller, just like you were to do a CMA, a comparable market analysis, okay? Mm-hmm. But in this case, you're going to, instead of using the default here, you're going to go here where it says brokerage templates, and you're going to go to Coldwell Banker templates. Okay, and you can choose which one. So if you're a global luxury expert, you can use the global luxury. And if you are bilingual and speak Spanish, there are some presentations here for Spanish. So I particularly chose this one that is seller, and then it brought me to this here. So when you enter it, it's going to look like you're doing your CMA, and you can do your CMA along with this. But all I did was skip over all of this and go to the pages section. And then I hit the view and I went to the web, and this is where it came up. I know I ran through that pretty quickly, but I can sit down with any of you and go over it with you at any time. You just have to let me know. Okay, but this is being recorded. So, but what a powerful piece, don't you think? Norm, is there anything you'd like to share this morning?
Sending that is going to set you apart from every other real estate agent out there. Agents just don't do that. And if they get something from you prior to your listing appointment, it's going to set you apart. No doubt about it.
Yeah. So, some of these pages you may not want in there. So you have the ability to go in and delete some of them. I can't right now because I'm sharing. Oh, no, maybe I can. Let's say I'm going to exclude the Revitalize program. So I just hit that X button and it goes away. Okay. So you've got all of these pages that may seem a lot, but you can pick and choose which ones you want to use in your presentation or your consultation. Okay. Any other questions? Does that help?
Yeah,
I believe so.
I think it's a good tool here, Lori, because, I talk to a lot of agents on the outside of our company, and they're always talking about, oh, well, I need to make my own marketing. I got to go make my own listing packet. Here's tools that you have at your disposal, and you can just customize them, and it's easier where you're not starting from scratch. So it helps you to be more successful, and like Norm said, you stand out from the crowd.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, also you can do a custom page. So if you have created a bio for yourself, you can put that in the presentation as well. So right here where it says add page, you can upload a page, maybe a bio of yourself. Okay. We also have information on the history of the company. Obviously, this one has the history of the brand, but we also can do the history of the company in there as well. All right. Well, I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes back in your day. You have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow for the luau.
Thank you. This is great.
I'm sorry?
I said this is great and very helpful. Thank you.
Absolutely. No problem. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.